Welcome back to another exciting
Exciting
episode of GoneNoMad. Today we are in Maricopa County
Still? Yep.
Regional Park, White Tank Mountain.
White Tank Regional Park.
White Tank Mountain.
Okay. That's what it is.
Wind's blowing. Okay, so where we left off, we were in Lost Dutchman State Park.
Yep.
From there we drove to Desert Trails.
Great.
The dilemma we found at that point, we were staying in state parks. There's no restrictions to speak of, but we're shopping around online looking for, the next campground to go to, and they have age restrictions.
Yeah.
I mean, 55 and older are the only people they allow in. I mean, if you're,
Yeah.
54, they won't even let you, which blows my mind. I don't know how they do that.
Yeah.
So we're finding all these really cool campgrounds, and every one of them, 55 and over, 55 and older, and so that was really frustrating.
Yeah, we got a few more years before we get there, so.
Not that long.
Yes, we do.
You'll be there before me.
Barely.
So we drove to Desert Trails, and the thing about that park, it's 40 and over. So I mean, that was really cool. That was in our favor.
Yay.
It's a nice park. It's different than, boondocking state campgrounds, anything like that, because you're stacked really close in there.
Yeah.
But that being said, they have a swimming pool, they have a game room, they have
tons of activities.
Classes, photography things
Pool
going on, swimming pool, billiard room.
Yogurt.
They bring in
yoga.
Yogurt.
Yoga.
They have a yogurt machine. I
They
never
don't
saw
have
it.
yogurt.
What else? Yeah, they do yoga. They bring in concerts like 2 nights a week. They'll bring in a comedian or a Irish band or, dances, and, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The other cool thing about this park is right out of the park is hiking trails.
Yeah, there's a bunch
they're
of trails right
walking,
off it.
mountain bike trails. So it's just awesome. You just, walk out and you're in this, and that was our first experience down there, was of really being in the desert.
All the cactus. I mean, tons of different kinds of cactus.
You gonna name them all off? So we've been trying to learn our cactus and identify them and all that, and she's gotten really good at it. But
it's just there's too many, but I mean all kinds of 50 different kinds of cholla, and then you got the saguaro, and then
barrel cactus, those are my favorite.
The pin cushion, yep, the barrel cactus.
What else?
The Palo Verde.
Palo Verde.
The mesquite trees, and just you name it. You could just go on and on and on.
So the other thing we really found is, when we first showed up, they were like, yeah, this is kind of, barren and
deserty.
Yeah, really deserty, but man, I'm telling you, the desert has its own beauty.
Yeah, it does.
The cholla, not the chain fruit, but
jumping cholla.
The jumping cholla.
Those are my favorite.
When the sun hits those, they just glow. I mean, it's the coolest thing.
And they look so soft. That's why some people call them teddy bear cholla. Not so much.
That's the other thing. After a week there, a little Lost Dutchman, and then a week there hiking around, everything in the desert wants to bite you.
That's what we've learned.
Oh my God, there's so many times like, oh, look at this, and you grab something, and next thing you know, you're picking out, cactus for an hour or 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you how many cactus I pulled out of my knee and shins and sides, and
it comes back to bite you.
Exactly. But other than that, it was just awesome. We not aggressive hikes, backpacks, nothing like that. Not even name trails, so to speak.
Because they didn't really have the mountains and everything like that, but one of the cool things was the people in that campground were just freaking awesome. I mean, they were just...
Oh, everybody was great.
Every single person said hello, and I mean, they were introducing themselves, and they had so many names thrown at me, I couldn't even keep them straight.
So yeah, people were really nice. There's a lot going on, but back to the hiking and the trails, there's not a lot of named trails. But every day there's people out walking their pets,
everybody's
riding bikes.
got dogs, everybody's got bikes.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. But not any really elevations, just like these little knolls you could climb up on.
Baby mountains.
So the first day we went out, we were just kind of walking around, exploring all the different cactus, and I was looking for. Once I found out there were some mines in the area, I was looking everywhere.
You're on a mission.
Everyone I would come up to, you know, it was either filled in. I think for safety purposes, they've gone around and either filled in or it actually barricaded a lot of these old mines, or they were just. There's your rabbit right there.
Oh, no kidding. You're missing the rabbit.
Yeah, there's a big
jackrabbit
going by, and he's got ears like this tall.
Yeah. Nice.
Anyhow, we both suffer from ADD. What the hell was I talking about?
You were talking about the mines that were filled in. And...
They're either filled in, or they were just like test mines, you know, little 2-foot deep depressions or whatever. So I was getting bummed. I mean,
he was on a mission.
Yeah, but then we came around the backside and we did see.
Yeah, there was one in there.
One cut into the side, so I got all excited. I'm ready to go, you know, head first in there. And you go in there and it's got like a barricade about maybe 10 feet into it. So that bummed me out.
Yeah, we got stopped.
So we enjoyed that area. And what else did we do? Oh, there was one day I went out by myself. We've been here ever since we made it to Arizona. Everybody's been talking about javelina.
Oh yeah.
They're not in the pig family, but they're basically a wild.
They look like a pig.
Yeah, a little wild boar pig thingy. So we were looking everywhere for these things. Everybody's talking about them, and they come into the campground supposedly. And
I saw one.
that was like weeks later.
Yeah,
you did see it at Desert Trails.
Yeah.
She had one actually 3 weeks later. We went back in that campground. I think one ran in front of her, but
it did. It was crazy.
But up to this point, we hadn't seen any yet. So I was out hiking in a day, and I hiked up on this hill, and I spotted them down in the little valley going up the side hill. I think I spooked them or whatever, but there was 2 of them. I got a little clip of that. That was kind of neat. And also when I was up there, I spotted, you know, a mine shaft or a tunnel. So I hiked down to that, and I got a little clip of that as well. Alright, so found a cave that actually wasn't filled in. We're going to throw on our light here. I don't know how far this thing goes, but we can check it out. Looking over for bats or anything wild. Yeah. Looks like a dead end. Well, I do see a bat up there though, which is kind of cool. Well, so that was our week at Desert Trails, and after that we decided they offer camper storage, so we just put the camper into storage for a week, and I think they charge, it was like 18 bucks or something.
Cheap,
yeah.
like that.
So then from there we drove like the 4 hours up to Payson. Payson is in the kind of the northeast part of the state. And we were down in Tucson, so we're going from desert up in elevation and going north. So we got up into Ponderosa Pines and mountains.
That was gorgeous.
And it was just great. The reason we were there is because my brother and his wife, they flew in from Virginia, and they booked a spot at this lodge. It was called
Cole's Ranch.
Cole's Ranch Lodge.
Yep. It was really nice.
It was awesome. It was a great place. Just absolutely picturesque, you know, beautiful. They do cabins, and they have the main lodge, and
it figures they've got a pool and a hot tub, but the 1 week we're there, they had them both shut down.
Same with stables. They have riding stables.
Oh yeah,
right at the ranch, and that's the 1 week a year or something,
or
a month.
Yeah.
That they don't run that service.
Yep.
But so that was kind of bummer.
But there's tons of stuff to see.
The big event was, you know, I think it was New Year's Eve. We got a pile of snow. I think they got like a foot of snow when we were there, and it was just...
It just kept snowing all night.
It was nuts. So the first day we were there, we did, I think the four of us, we just went, found a little trail, and we just hiked, and it was a beautiful day.
Gorgeous.
Woods, pine trees, you know, creeks. It was a lot like what we were used to, you know, back east, what we grew up in and hiked. And
the surprising thing, there was a handful of cactus in the woods.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right. I forgot about that. But the woods were just beautiful. I mean,
yeah, I like the pines.
I can see where, you know, midsummer when Arizona gets really hot, a lot of people, you know, would vacation.
Yep.
Up into Payson and Sholo and up in that area because it's spectacular. I mean, even that time of the year it was beautiful.
Yep. So we did that.
That was the first day. And the second day, oh, my brother, see, I was still on the mine kick. So my brother and I, we jumped in a truck. I'm like, let's go find some mines. I, you know, had a map. I thought that there was going to be some not too far away. So we jumped in the truck. I think you girls went for a hike?
Oh yeah, we went on our own hike, cruising through the hills. And
so, you know, completely bare ground and everything's cool, and we're driving on these old power line mine roads, tromping around the middle of nowhere trying to find these mines. And in the middle of nowhere, my brother, there's this cow, you know, he's lost, he's wandering around out there with us.
By himself.
Something about Arizona and random cows, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Trying to find a mine. We're out in the middle of nowhere in the hills, and lo and behold, there's a stray cow lost. It's pretty wild. But so like halfway through that, we were out there a couple hours, and the roads were a little, you know, shady getting out there, old Jeep trails, and man, then it started snowing. I mean, it was just coming down like crazy. It was snowing hard. So those two were out hiking in it. They left. It was all bare ground, and
we were halfway through our hike, and it started snowing and picking up and this and that, and we're like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, we should start to go back. So, because we weren't technically on a trail. But we just doing our own thing. Well, it's a good thing we turned around because by the time we got back, we were just covered. I mean, it was snowing that heavy.
It was snowing like crazy. Like I said, they got a pile of snow. I mean, they got a foot, and it was all within, I think, like a 24-hour period.
Oh yeah,
so.
Without a doubt.
So I think that was like New Year's Eve. Everybody was kind of chilling out, and I grabbed my camera, and you know, fresh snow at night. Picturesque, you know, lodge. So I ran around and just kind of snapped some photos and wading around in foot-deep snow. And that was, I mean, I was probably out there like an hour by myself.
Oh, you were, yeah.
I think I abandoned everybody and
yeah, pretty much.
Just went to take pictures. But
hey, I'm used to that.
So that was our New Year's Eve, and what did we do after that? Then it got cold. I got wicked cold. We were down in the teens, I think, for like 2 of the days.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Highs in the 20s, 30s.
Yeah, it was pretty Arctic.
I mean, talk about...
I'm not used to that in the desert.
Culture shock, going from, you know, shorts and t-shirts to teens.
So we had layers on, and then... But the thing about it is, I mean, that next day, yeah, there was a foot of snow, but the sun came out, and holy crap, was it gorgeous.
We went for a short hike right out of the facilities at the lodge or whatever, and yeah, it was just beautiful. Blue sky, you know, just whiter than white clouds.
It was postcard material.
The sun only came out for a couple hours, I think, too.
Yeah.
And then it snowed a little bit more, but that was trippy. So the next day we just kind of took them, you know, I think we went up to like Sedona.
Oh yeah, the Sedona.
And there's a historic mining town, ghost town, Jerome. I'm thinking ghost town like abandoned mining town, ruins town. Well, they've actually taken this to the paranormal side of it. So we did a little paranormal ghost investigating tour thing. That was all right. That was cool. And
it was cool just to hear the history about that town.
The history of the place is awesome. That's what I was really
awesome part.
You know, fascinated with. But so if you ever get a chance, check out Jerome.
Definitely.
And Sedona, we just went to some shops and ate some lunch, and that was cool.
Yeah.
What else did we do?
Touristy stuff there.
So then I think the following day we went up onto the Mongolian. I think it's pronounced Mogollon Rim. It's kind of like this rim that runs all through like Payson north of it, I think. And you know, that was pretty cool. The view up there was just amazing, and then the snow, and you know, that was a good day. And the last day, I think we went to
the Natural Bridge.
Yep, the Tonto National Bridge.
Yep.
We went there, and here's another thing, because of the snow and ice and cold weather, I think 90% of all the trails were shut down.
Yeah. So we got to see them from a distance.
Yeah, we were like reduced to just kind of, you know, going at the gate and then walking around like the upper grounds. You didn't get to walk down into the cavern or the natural bridge or any of that. But
that would be something, definitely, that would be cool to check out.
Yeah, if you're ever up that way in a little better weather, I would recommend going and checking that out as well.
And the thing about it, I mean, with like local people from there or whatever, they even said the snow that they got was just a freak snowstorm. They haven't had that much in what, 7 years or something?
Yeah. I mean, they get snow all winter, but I think getting, you know, upwards or over a foot in
it's freaky.
One day, that's a lot of snow for them. But it was great for us. I mean, number one, we're used to it, and number two, I mean, just to experience, you know, the big forest, the snow, and be in that environment for a week was really cool. I mean, I felt bad for my brother and his wife because they came all the way out from Virginia to visit us in Arizona in the middle of winter, and here we are sitting in a snowstorm. I mean, so if they come out next year, we'll make sure we're sitting down in the valley somewhere a little warmer. But it was a great trip. We had fun.
It was awesome.
Definitely. So I think that's about it. A lot of talking, a lot of video, a lot of stuff.
Had an awesome time though. I mean, Payson was cool.
And from there, we headed back down to Tucson. We did a little day hike trip stop on the way. We'll talk about that next week.
Oh, yeah.
And it was also wild because, you know, we're sitting in Payson. It's, you know, 20 degrees in the morning. We did our little day hike. And then that afternoon, we're wearing shorts and T-shirts.
Back in 80 degrees. So.
And boondocking. So
you can't beat that.
It's a great state. That's all I know.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. We're done. We're out of here.
Wind's picking up.
Wind's picking up. No, it's not. It's been blowing the whole time. I hope the video works.
So do I.
All right. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. And we're done.
Catch you later, man.
Want to go punch a camera? Peace out.
Nice.
That's my new thing.
There you go.
I'm zooming on your face. Say something funny. That's not funny. Oh my god, I'm looking right at your teeth and your face.
Don't do it.
Goodbye. Oh wait, you gotta check out this view. The wind's blowing.
It's pretty awesome.
Just another day in the desert.
I wish I would have gotten that running babbit.